I'm going to look at another program I made. This is using FM as well. One other sound that I think shows off a lot of what this instrument can do, this is using a kind of a rhythmic component, and I'm changing the LFO speed and time and the shape, also morphing other parameters at the same time. This inspires me because I may find a tempo I like it. Interesting program. And this is using a noise source tied to the wheel, along with changing the frequency of the noise and changing the filter components for frequency and for resonance as well. And it's used for scratching effects. You could have a lot of fun with that, and it's a good template. You can plug in other waveforms and get very interesting stuff out of it. There's great samples in here, Mellotron stuff. I've used the wheel to crossfade into the flute. On a Mellotron, there was a knob that allowed you to crossfade. So you can combine by using the two panel slots, a flute and a violin from Mellotron. This is from the FM bank. This is a digital pad. This is not using any filtering. This is just all straight FM. Okay, next we're going to go in and look at some of the modulation capabilities and the morphing capabilities, specifically how you morph and what kinds of effects that can create to the sound. And you'll see that a lot of the richness and complexity in these sounds is coming from the morphing capabilities. So we'll just look at B for a minute, listen to what it sounds like. As I move the wheel, you'll hear the morphing, which is basically just changing some parameters. I'm going to just change some right now on the fly. I'm going to cancel what I did before by holding Shift and hitting Mod Wheel. I've now cleared anything that Mod Wheel was assigned to. By the way, you can also assign a pedal, a CC pedal. I have one on the ground, but right now I'll use the Mod Wheel. And I want to assign the Mod Wheel to a few things. Filter. I'm going to close the filter down. So now the filter is very dark. I'll put a low pass filter on. Put the resonance down. So now I have a very dark sound. I'm going to double button press the Mod Wheel. Now it's waiting for me to assign some physical control. So I'm going to control the frequency. I'll turn that up. I'll also add some resonance. So these now, you can see the green LEDs are showing that they're now under morphing control. And as I play, it's really that simple. So you can now go ahead and assign any of these other controls to the Mod Wheel and have a major change when you move that wheel. I'm going to listen to slot A for a minute. This is using sample and hold. And the sample and hold is coming from the LFO number 2, patched to the filter. And so this Mod Wheel I've routed to disable the amount of LFO that we hear and to change some filter parameters. Again, no more sample and hold, and the filter's closing. So I'll now combine the two panels and we'll hear the program together. Thanks for watching the video on the Wave, a really great tool for sound designers, for synthesists, for people playing gigs that are looking for great sounds, pads, basses, leads. It's all in there, sampled sounds. You've got a ton of stuff to work with in a really light, very, very simple to use instrument. I want to thank the folks at Nova Music too. Get in touch with them. They're the experts on this gear. They can certainly help you and point you in the right direction.